9 out of 10 family channels exploit their kids for money and clout. Just ask AustinMcBroom and Catherine Paiz, the couple behind the now destroyed Ace family.
Hey guys, welcome to our YouTube channel. This is our first Q&A.
Before they built the biggest family empire you two had ever seen, Austin and Kat were just a normal, loving couple living in an apartment with their baby daughter, making fun videos for their fans. But the moment fame and money hit, they started building a pyramid of lies that not only destroyed everything they built, but also broke the family itself.
Heard him say the words, "I cheated." And when I heard the words, I was like, oh my God, finally I heard it. Thank you so much. That was all I was waiting for. Thank you. That's all I needed to hear. You could have just said it to me.
But the lies didn't start when their relationship ended, with the lawsuits or the festival scandals. And while Austin was behind every one of those scams, he sure as hell wasn't the only one guilty.
Ta-da! The Ace family crib. All right, baby. Let's give them the Ace family tour.
The Ace family's pattern of deception goes all the way back to 2017, just 1 year after they launched their channel, when they moved into their first $1 million mansion in Woodland Hills.
For a while now, we've been talking about this on our channel for a couple of months.
And what makes today so special is that I've always wanted my own home, and I've never had one. Catherine's never had one. And the fact that we're able to have one together as a family is...
While Austin seemed to be saying that they bought this house, it soon turned out that none of that was true. Because 2 months later, an Instagram account devoted to exposing the Ace family would be one of the first to call out their earliest lies. So apparently, the new house they bought is just a lease. They are paying $17,000 a month to live in this huge house when they don't even need it. They are always preaching about being so down to earth and humble, but instead of just buying a nice home in LA, they have to spend $17,000 each month just to live in this freaking mansion in the Woodland Hills. The fans didn't care they had been lied to. Despite undeniable proof, many defended them, with one comment saying, "You can still be down to earth and humble and live in a mansion. They work very hard and are successful, so they're allowed to live the way they live. They earned it. Doesn't take away from their humbleness." In just 2 years, the Ace family had built a fan base so loyal, so emotionally attached that facts didn't matter anymore. And even though no one realized it at the time, this was the moment where the downfall of the Ace family empire really began. Because the mansion lie wasn't the only early red flag people ignored. Because around this same period, Austin filmed a home invasion prank on Catherine while she was alone in the house with their baby. He staged masked intruders banging on doors and windows, recorded her crying in fear, and uploaded the footage as entertainment. The video was so disturbing that YouTube even adjusted their prank guidelines afterward. But at the time, fans brushed it off as Ace family humor, without realizing this was the blueprint for what the channel would become: fake danger, fake emotions, and real exploitation of their own family. Because it was from this moment, Austin and Kat began actively running giveaways. Sometimes it was cash, sometimes it was iPhones, and sometimes it was a car.
So today we are out going shopping for you guys, and when I mean you guys, I'm talking about our supporters, the ones who constantly show us love, okay? And by doing that, Catherine and I feel it's best to do a giveaway. Yes, a giveaway. Everyone loves giveaways.
All the giveaways had the same format. Austin and Kat would announce it on their YouTube while redirecting their fans to their Instagram. Fans had to follow their Instagram accounts to qualify. Now, there's nothing wrong with using giveaways to build your Insta following as long as you're actually giving away something to a fan. But that's where the problem began, because no one could point to the winners. And even when the winners were announced, some of them would later comment that they didn't receive anything. Therefore, no one was sure what to believe for years. But that was until Kat decided to give away her Tesla in 2023. By that time, the Ace family channel was a lot less active. They hadn't posted a video in over a month. So when they uploaded this video, everyone immediately paid attention.
Active on there. I was showing you guys the other day that I was looking at cars, and so I was thinking about it because I am getting a new car, and because this car is still in such a great condition, it looks great, it works great. I was thinking about just giving it to one of you guys.
Hey guys, it's her favorite car, so it's like a big deal.
Very big deal. I
She's
love
been
this
through
car.
a lot with this car in the last 2 years that she's had it.
But honestly, like, I've really lost attachments to all things in my life, and I really do feel like there's somebody out there who's very deserving of a car and who needs a car. For me, like, just being an influencer and being on this platform and being on social media, I feel like if I have the ability to give away something and help someone out in need, then why not do it?
Kat said she was ordering a new car, and because her Tesla was still in great condition, she'd give it away to a fan. But instead of running the giveaway on YouTube or Instagram like they always had, they told their fans to follow them on a new streaming app, Kick. They claimed they wanted to get into live streaming and that the giveaway would take place there.
Like different ways of doing it, because usually what we do is we have you guys comment on our Instagram and our YouTube and then share like your stories and stuff, and then we pick at random. But this time around, since we did just download this new app and we're planning on starting to stream, we're really excited to start streaming.
Ace family, all you have to do to have a chance to win Catherine's Tesla is download the Kick app right now and follow us at the Ace family, and make sure you stay tuned because we're going live on Sunday, this Sunday, June 11th at 4 p.m.
This announcement should have shocked some of their fans because Kick was no platform for a family channel. Kick was Twitch heaven, or hell. It was where streamers fled to when their content crossed the line on Twitch. So any fan who did just a little research could tell that Kick had paid the Ace family a ton to bring their audience over to the platform. But fans didn't seem to care because within 24 hours, their subs on Kick jumped to 15,000 followers. But a few days later, Austin suddenly changed the rules.
Ask you to do is to support us on Kick and to tune in to every live that we have in the next 2 weeks and just be active in the chat. We have a team that's gonna check the chat out. They've been checking the chat out all day today since we've been on live and showing who shows the most love and support. That's literally it. So if you're on every single chat live, whatever. If you're on every single live from here until June 25th and you're showing love, you have an opportunity to win Catherine's very own Tesla.
Suddenly, now the fans had to be in every live stream for the next 2 weeks, commenting, interacting, and showing love to win the Tesla? None of this was in the official rules, and legally you can't add new conditions after a giveaway is started. It already looked suspicious, but it was about to get so much worse. Because when the giveaway date passed, there was no update, no winner, and no announcement for a while. Then the Ace family suddenly limited comments on their Instagram posts and announced they had already picked the winner.
Wait, real quick. So when it came to picking our Tesla winner, it ended up being actually easier than we thought. I'm gonna give you a little backstory. The reason I say that is because...
But even after addressing there really was a winner, the Ace fans were still mad because Austin and Kat had changed the rules again. In the official rules, they said the winner would be chosen randomly. But Austin admitted in that video that they didn't choose randomly at all, and the fans watching were not happy. They flooded the comments saying stuff like, "Scammers, so it's rigged. That's actually not fair. So it wasn't a random pick?" 8 years after their first video, fans were finally learning that Austin and Kat could not be trusted. But things were only about to get worse because people also realized that the way they used their kids for content wasn't normal.
Oh God. You don't need that. Come here. Show Catherine what you have in your hand. Show Catherine. Show her.
Austin took their little daughter to a candy shop, pointed a camera at her, filmed her picking a penis lollipop off the shelf while he laughed in the background. He posted it like it was a joke, but the internet didn't find it funny. Comment sections exploded with accusations of exploitation, inappropriate parenting, and using their child's innocence for shock value views. And yet, just like every other controversy before it, the Ace family pretended nothing happened and uploaded another vlog like everything was normal. But everything wasn't normal. The Ace family was about to cross a line they would forever regret. Because in 2021, Austin launched a project so big that when it collapsed, it became one of the worst scams in YouTube history. In March 2021, Austin announced Social Gloves, a massive influencer boxing event he claimed would be the biggest event in internet history. He promised huge payouts, guaranteed views of at least 500,000, and a brand new era for
It looks like this has now turned into a YouTubers versus TikTokers boxing event.
What the fuck is going on? Is this real?
It's a very dangerous game.
So, champ.
Catherine appeared in some of the early promotional content, supporting the project publicly, and Austin acted like this was going to take their brand to another level. At first, it looked like a success. The fights were held in a real stadium. Creators from YouTube and TikTok showed up, and the production looked expensive. But within days, everything fell apart. Multiple fighters said they hadn't been paid a single dollar. Bryce Hall publicly stated that Austin owed him $5 million from his contract.
So good, just when it paid off.
Your fight with Austin McBroom, it was rumored that was a $5 million bag? Is that right?
Yeah, but I didn't get $5 million.
Other influencers like Taylor Holder, Deji, and Anasan Gibb all said the same thing: they never received their money. Reporters also came out that the event sold only about 136,000 pay-per-view buys, far below the 500,000 Austin claimed. This meant the money Austin promised didn't actually exist. And once the numbers became public, lawsuits began hitting the Ace family immediately. LiveXLive, the platform streaming the event, got into a $100 million lawsuit against Austin's company for breach of contract, claiming he mismanaged the event. Austin responded by suing them back, accusing LiveXLive of withholding earnings. The entire project turned into a legal disaster. Influencers were angry, agencies were angry, and fans were confused. And for the first time, the people calling out Austin weren't haters. They were creators with contracts, receipts, and millions of followers of their own. Catherine tried to defend Austin publicly at first, but as the backlash grew, she slowly distanced herself from the project. Social Gloves was the first scandal the Ace family couldn't just simply ignore, because the people they owed money to weren't fans. They were creators with platforms just as big as theirs. Now they were about to lose everything, including their home. By the time lawsuits started mounting against the Ace family, the biggest warning sign was already sitting in the middle of their brand, their $10 million mansion, the one they showed off in 2019 as their forever home. On YouTube, it looked like the peak of their success, but the truth behind that house exposed how unstable the entire Ace family empire really was. Austin and Catherine didn't buy it with a normal mortgage. They took out 2 hard money loans, one for $8.85 million from 5 Arch Funding, and another $1 million from TMK Development. These loans weren't meant for families, they were meant for house flippers who planned to pay everything back in 12 months. The numbers were brutal. They owed roughly $95,000 a month in interest alone. Property taxes added another $10,000 every 30 days. Insurance and maintenance pushed their monthly cost well beyond $110,000. And none of that included the constant upgrades needed to keep the house looking perfect for YouTube. On camera, it looked like wealth. In reality, the house was a debt black hole with a countdown clock. But to make things worse, Kat also found herself in money trouble because TBL Cosmetics suddenly announced they were suing Kat. They had been her partners since the very beginning of 1212 Gateway, Kat's skincare brand that made the Ace family a lot of money. But once the lawsuit hit, that income vanished overnight, and every other source of money was getting swallowed by legal fees on both sides. With pressure piling up, there wasn't enough left to cover the insane monthly costs of the mansion. So in October 2021, the house was pushed into foreclosure and sent to public auction with an opening bid of a little over $9 million. A creator named Static John attended the auction and quickly found out that they couldn't even sell the house.
And then they would sell it here at an auction like this. Usually the opening bid for the house will be exactly what's owed on the house, so whatever the balance is of your loan will be the opening bid. Today they set an opening bid for the Ace family house of a little over $9 million. No one here bought the house, or no one here wanted to buy the house.
No one wants to buy the house because they would have to buy it in cash, it's incredibly overpriced, and no renovations are needed, and because the McBrooms will probably still show up a few times a week.
With no buyers, the lender repossessed the mansion. And for the first time, the Ace family's audience saw the truth that had been hiding inside every thumbnail and vlog. Austin and Catherine were in crisis mode. Because while they lost their home to foreclosure, Catherine was about to lose much more with staging a business coup that ultimately backfired.
I'm such a numbers person, and I believe that numbers mean a lot. And so I was like, oh my God, 12-12, there's 24 hours of the day, and I wanted a skincare line to really represent like 24 hours of the day, and 24 means a lot to me. My birthday is on August 24th, my dad is November 24th, and my mom is April.
Catherine says she had always wanted her own skincare brand, so she partnered with TBL Cosmetics to make it happen. The result was 1212 Gateway. Catherine had a majority stake, and TBL Cosmetics owned the rest. However, in 2021, Catherine was sued by TBL Cosmetics. According to the lawsuit, things went bad fast. TBL claimed Catherine had attempted a hostile takeover, locked them out of the company completely, changed passwords, cut their access to emails, blocked them from the online store, took over customer service, and moved all the products to her family's small warehouse, even though it couldn't handle the orders. Fans would later find out it was a classic case of greed, because 1212 Gateway wasn't a small brand. It made over $1 million in the first 30 minutes when it launched. It sold out again 2 weeks later. TBL projected it could make $60 million in 2021. But it seems Catherine decided she no longer wanted to share the cake, so she shut them out, which led to everything falling apart. TBL claimed Kat's greed cost the company over $10 million in damages. But this was only the beginning, because while Kat was ruining her skincare brand, her husband was destroying what was left of the trust he had with their fans.
Are you kidding me? They just live stream their entire life? I'd be so paranoid. Here we go. What's up? So it looks like it's a community of acers. Is that what they're called? Acists?
Austin and Kat had set up Ace Club in 2020. It was a paid monthly membership that promised exclusive vlogs, a private app, giveaways, and meet and greets. But by 2022, neither Austin nor Kat could keep up with the promises they had made on the platform. Meanwhile, fans were on subscription, paying for videos that never came, and meetups that never happened. The Aces were constantly looking for new and exciting ways to destroy their reputation. Even when their uploads slowed down in 2023, they still found a way to pop up with some new scam that caused more and more of their fans to leave them. But it wasn't until 2024, when Catherine announced she was divorcing Austin, that the Ace family really fell apart. Unfortunately for Austin, Catherine also wrote a book, revealing to the world who her ex-husband truly was.
Even through our divorce, I cheated. And when I heard the words, I was like, oh my God, finally I heard it. Thank you so much. That was all I was waiting for. Thank you. That's all I needed to hear. You could have just said it to me.
When Catherine finally admitted that Austin cheated on her 3 times, with rumors pointing to far more, people thought that was the full story. But it wasn't. Because in that same interview, she revealed something that explained everything that had been confusing fans for years. She and Austin hadn't been intimate for a long time. She said they went years without having sex before the divorce was filed.
When I found out that there was cheating, I checked out. And I said, my body is a temple. And I refuse to allow anybody to come near my temple if he cannot be honest and truthful and loyal. And it was like, I'm checked out. And it is true. And I wrote it in the book. I put the same exact, put 4 years. It was 4 years. It was actually more like 5 years if you think about it, because
5 years of what?
Of not being intimate with him.
Okay.
Because...
And once she said it, all the rumors suddenly made sense. Because the first cheating allegations against Austin didn't appear in 2024 or 2025. They started as far back as 2019, when Cole Kerrigan stepped forward accusing him of raping his best friend.
Came into their room. Obviously I don't have recordings that went down in the room, but my friend told me that she repeatedly said no multiple times, over and over and over, to the point where she started crying, begging them to stop. That's when they forced themselves in her, and I will insert the photos of the blood all over the bed sheets in the hotel room right here on the exact same date, June 27th.
But the accusations got even worse in 2020 because commentary channels like Sloan started making claims that Catherine knew Austin was cheating.
Video for you guys because AustinMcBroom has been exposed big time. Not only is Tana Mojo coming for Austin and giving her side of the situation, but an Instagram model and TikToker provided proof that Austin is a serial cheater and that his wife, Catherine, could care less.
This made total sense because in 2021, right in the middle of their real relationship falling apart behind the scenes, the Ace family uploaded breakup-themed videos and thumbnails, like "Catherine is leaving us." At the time, fans thought it was just clickbait, when it was really just foreshadowing, because the Insta model Sloan talked about dropped so many receipts, Austin's reputation never recovered. She says Austin DM'd her with a merch offer and they planned a meetup, where she quickly realized their meeting had nothing to do with merch.
So I knew it was like not completely business when he turned on Netflix and we were just watching Netflix on the couch, like just talking.
But it gets worse, because during the social gloves era, even Jake Paul accused him of cheating on Catherine.
He's with my opponent. I'm in trouble, Austin. Does your wife know that you cheat on her every weekend?
Imagine Jake Paul, of all people, being a better person than you. By the time Catherine filed for divorce in January 2024, everything she later revealed had already been true for years. The intimacy was gone, the trust was gone, and the relationship was over. And even though millions still believed they were watching a perfect couple fight through a rough patch, the reality was that the Ace family had become two strangers running a brand together. Once the marriage collapsed, the rest of the empire followed, because love was what kept their channel rolling, and without it, there was nothing left to hold the Ace family together.
I'm happy at this very moment. I cannot believe.
Now, Catherine has moved on from Austin and she has a new man, who she's expecting a child with. But Austin has not been able to move on from her. Back when she released her book and did the podcast with Call Her Daddy, Austin dropped a response on the internet that revealed just how out of touch with reality he is.
I'm sad. I'm mad. I feel that I've been blindsided.
In the end, they both lied, played their audience, and monetized their kids. They both staged moments to appear perfect. Austin cheated and covered it up. Catherine protected him and kept the brand alive anyway. They sold a dream they knew was fake. And fans defended every red flag until there was nothing left to defend. But this isn't the first time we see this happening, because who also got defended for way too long is Jack Doherty. If you want to know more about how he destroyed his career, make sure to check this video out. Thanks for watching.